And joining me now, he is the director of The Luckiest Man in America, Mr. Samir Oliveros. Welcome.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you for giving us the time to talk a little bit about the movie.
No problem, man. I saw the movie. I really liked it. I thought it was really great. And we actually reviewed it at AFI last year.
Great. Amazing.
And our writer is at he actually works in game shows. So like
Really
yeah, he's a game show writer. He's been a head writer for GSN for a while, and so he really like I think he thought it was made for him.
amazing. That's great to know.
I think there was a documentary about the same subject, but how did the story come to you?
I actually found a tape in a Goodwill in a thrift shop of the game show of Press Your Luck. It wasn't the Michael Larson episode. I usually go to thrift shops to find like negatives, like film, and photos and like memories because they're always like good inspiration for characters. And I found this VHS tape, and it was a taping of Press Your Luck, and I was like, "What is this?" I started researching, and then I found the scandal, and I was like, "Okay, this has to be a great movie," and there was no movie, so I decided to make one.
So when you're getting this together, did you approach Paul Walter Hauser? Was he kind of somebody the studio wanted? Like, how did you get him involved?
He was definitely at the top of the list of possible Michaels. So once we had the script, we started going with offers to different actors, and Paul was yeah pretty fast. He was the one of the ones that responded really well to it, and we loved what he had done in Blackbird. We wanted somebody from comedy that had some drama chops, so it worked out really well.
This isn't a documentary. This is a fictionalized account of what happened. Where are there specific places where your movie kind of deviates from the truth, or you had to make things up?
Well, yeah, so we had the 40 minutes that you can find on YouTube, the two tapings where the events happened. But we didn't know anything about what happened before, during the commercial breaks, and after. So that became our playground. And then Bill Carruthers Jr., which is the son of the creator of the show, was our creative consultant. So he gave us a lot of really fun information that helped us craft the commercial breaks and all the things that you see that are not the taping.
Do you feel like when you're doing something like this, when it's a true story, do you feel like there's an obligation to the truth or the obligation to the people to kind of get it right, or is the truth just sort of a diving board for you to jump off of kind of thing?
We wanted to be extremely faithful to the event, so and I think that's a lot of where the craft went into. The production design, we wanted to replicate exactly what the game floor looked like, and then Bill Jr., he helped us with a lot of the stuff that was happening up in the control room. So a lot of it is definitely faithful to what happened that day. And I do believe that the majority of the stuff that we have in the movie is like reality. But then again, we also wanted to give it a little bit of a thriller aspect to it, and make it an entertaining movie. So sometimes some of the things are a little bit pushed into into the fun. So yeah, but the majority like is based on true.
One thing I also noticed about the film, it's kind of a bottle episode. Like you spend a lot of time in this studio. Was that challenging? Like, how do you make that work cinematically? Because you're really there for, like 90% of the movie.
Yeah, yeah. So that was the challenge. That was exactly what we were dealing with for this version of the movie, and we really wanted to create this pressure cooker type of intensity, and make it a proper thriller. So by playing and bouncing between the two main spaces, the game floor and the control room, we were able to craft that action reaction that happens throughout the entire movie between what Michael is doing downstairs versus the executives in the control room. But yeah, as that it was a good challenge, and I think because of that, we wanted to explore like every little nook and cranny of the space, and we were able to squeeze it all.
Yeah, I don't know how much time you had for this thing, but like the production design is fantastic. Like it looks so authentic. And I was kind of, when I first saw this, I was like, who's this movie for? Is this just for like Gen X kids like me who, grew up, on their sick days from home watching game shows like The Price is Right and Press Your Luck? I mean, was there an intended audience in mind?
Yeah, well, what we spoke about a lot was that it really comes down to everyone who really just wants to who dreams of accomplishing the American dream, you know? Like I think that American society there's a lot of people who believe that one day their life is going to change. If it's winning the lottery or going onto a game show or going viral on TikTok for something they do, and they believe that everything is going to be a different thing once that happens. So I think that it's very relatable in that sense that yeah, you keep hearing about these people that do something online and then suddenly blow up and get podcasts and become uh yeah, like cryptocurrency people, and it's just crazy. So yeah, I think it's a thing that just like happens in every single generation in American society. There's always the opportunity to get that 50 minutes of fame. So yeah, I think it's for everyone.
The other thing I was thinking, this is a performance driven film. Like, there's no explosions, there's no car chases or anything like that. This is actors and, a solid script. Did you get time to prepare? Did you guys rehearse? Was it as extensive table reading it? Or is it like, hey, this is this guy on the day, let's do it?
I did get some time with Paul before. I got to go to his house before we shot the movie just to speak about the character for one day. So we spoke about how we were just gonna treat him like an onion, and we were just gonna start peeling layers until we reached his emotional core. Like we spoke thoroughly about Michael, but everyone else just showed up the day off. Like we are a very, very small independent production, so we didn't have rehearsals. But we were lucky because we got an incredible cast. So they're incredible professional actors, and they're just at the top of what they do. So they just got it right away.
I assume that with the festival run, you've managed to see it with an audience.
Yeah.
Like, what was the reaction, and what do you like? What are your hopes and dreams for the film when it opens?
It's been great, honestly. We've been playing in pretty big theaters, and yeah, it's fun to see that people that know the game show, like yeah, 45 and up, that crowd really, really loves the movie because they know the game show, and they grew up with it, just like you were saying. So those guys really, really love the movie. But it's also loved among the younger ones, as I was just telling you. So yeah, just when it comes out in theaters, I just hope that it has that same type of response, and then I'm hoping that it just goes to yeah a lot of people, and that they can watch the movie in their local theater.
This is the BTRP Media Network.